Charles, let's jump into this question. Lonzo, he says, Lonzo, Dusty, I've been seeing a lot of conspiracy ritual videos relating to the music industry and artists giving up their soul, i.e. Hollywood parties, doing gay stuff, to get popular. Thoughts? I'll let you take the floor, Lonzo. You've been around in the music. You know way more about the music biz than I do.
When you go into situations and you see certain things and you get it, it's open. It's hey, what you want to do? You want to be high? I'm cool. And that right there is like when you go to a party and they say you want to, you smoke? Yeah. You drink? Sure. So do you party? Now. Okay.
Yeah, parties are different. Nah, nigga, I do not party, dog.
Party's a whole different thing. Okay. Party means you snort cocaine in most cases. Okay. Now, when that shit get in your system, and trust me, I know, okay, you start thinking other shit. Shit that you normally thought about, it ain't the same thing no more. Now, the situation where I did what I did, it wasn't them parties, okay? But when you're in a certain circle, you can see where certain things get between all the different chemicals and all the and the vibe has changed so much. Some people just go with the flow. Some cats ain't got that tenacity to say, you know what? This ain't mine. I gotta go. Okay. Some cats don't do that. Some people want it that bad. Whatever is gonna get me there, I'm gonna ride that bus. Whatever it's gonna get, whatever vehicle is gonna get me there. For me to be on my knees, on all fours, bent over, whatever. Okay. And that's unfortunately how the game goes. You know, in so many different ways. And Hollywood is notorious for it. People are just now starting to see the residuals from some of the things that happened in the movie industry. That's why Harvey Weinstein is doing 27 years. He had girls doing all kinds of stuff. R. Kelly don't know how many years he gonna get people do things, and it's not so much Illuminati. It's just that people will compromise their own beliefs to be around certain people or be in certain circles because they're under the impression that that's where they need to be. And what's it gonna take for me to be here? I can't sing, I can't play no instruments. What can I do? Oh, I can get on my knees and perform this act. Okay, cool, I can do this. I do it anyway. Hey, not me, but I'm just saying. So it's like now that becomes your lane. That becomes your lane. And as soon as you want to get out of that lane, they'll find somebody else to fill it. And that's real talk.
Damn, dude. You know what? You reminded me of an old interview that I saw with Shirley Temple. The interview was from the mid to late 70s, right?
Right.
And she was talking, you know, everyone knows Shirley Temple, little girl, used to dress with the little skirt and everything. She was telling a story on a 70s talk show about how they went to MGM to try to get her a contract negotiation, things like that. And one of the heads of MGM, which is one of the biggest movie companies in the world, propositioned her mother to try to have sex with Shirley Temple. And Shirley Temple was a little girl, 11, 12, whatever the case was. So this shit's been going on behind the scenes for a very, very long time with some of the biggest companies that we probably still support to this day. It's a trip.
I saw Drew Barrymore's story. Drew Barrymore was talking about at 10 years old, she was in Studio 54 drinking and hanging out. 10.
Crazy.
Okay, when she did Firestarter, I think it was one of her first big movies was Firestarter. She's 10 years old hanging out in Studio 54.
Wow.
Doing what everybody else do. Okay, she said this. This ain't talking about her. I heard it out of her mouth. Okay, so when you see this kind of stuff, and that's just, you know, because some people will let you do whatever you want to do to be around you. Okay, and that's just, you know, people will compromise everything they believe in to be in your circle. Perfect example. Most of the artists that have passed, well, R. Kelly is probably the best example. We were talking about just the other day, and we were saying how people was bringing, you know, everybody was cool until it wasn't cool no more. Auntie was bringing their nieces over there. Sisters was bringing their sisters over there, their cousins, whatever. I heard a couple dads, but I didn't, you know, and it wasn't like the dads was doing it themselves. Dads came looking for their daughters. Mom was introducing folks to folks, And once the gravy train stopped, everybody became a victim. While they was rolling, everybody was participating. But as soon as
hence Bill Cosby.
Yeah, Bill Cosby, they still on his ass for something happened in 1975.
Man, I'm telling you, most of them were with it back then.
47 years ago. Wait, and the crazy part about that is, if he met the girl at the Playboy Mansion, how come your husband ain't been indicted? If you met the girl at the Playboy Mansion, how come you have to name ain't even in this shit nowhere? If you brought a girl to the Playboy Mansion that was underage, it was a huge responsibility to get you and her out of there. Okay.
Thank you. Just like if someone came to your house and they brought an underage girl, and you better get the fuck out of here.
If you're a club owner, if you're a restaurant owner, and somebody over 21 is giving somebody under 21 alcohol, you have a responsibility to get both of them out of there or call the police. So if Bill Cosby, if he met her there, why was she there? If he brought her there, why nobody said nothing to just now? Why? Because you dead now? I've been watching that Playboy shit. That wasn't no Disneyland. That was some real pimping. That was some real pimping. Okay? He did the same thing in some cases that R. Kelly did. Now everybody was telling on you after he died. He had just as many crazy ass rules. You couldn't leave the compound. You couldn't do this. You had to go talk to this person. We're gonna take pictures of you, put you on all over the world. We're gonna give you $2,500 over a period of time, and you get no residuals after that. Okay, it was really pimping. So and he built the empire off of that. So when you see that, but you see R. Kelly looking like he's gonna rot the rest of his days in jail for doing some stuff that and he did it. And I'm not defending him whatsoever. I'm just saying where the balance at. Where the balance? If you can go after Bill Cosby for something that happened 47 years ago, 1975, I was in high school. My daughter was born in 1975. Her birthday, she'll be 47 on her birthday. That's how I know how many years it is. All right. So if you can go after him, and I mean, now it's just looking like harassment now. You went after him, you got him, you let him go. Now you're going back for some more shit. Come on, man. I know the statute of limitations on that is over with. Got to be. The statute of limitations, 47 years. The only thing that don't have a statute of limitations is kidnap and murder. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you didn't kidnap that girl or murder that girl, let it go. Okay?
Yeah.
Because without a Viagra drip, he ain't no use to no harm to nobody right now.
Damn, dude. Do you believe there's a secret society or Illuminati, for lack of better words?
I do. You know, I watch all kind of stuff. I like watching all kind of stuff, and I ain't gonna sit here and say this on YouTube, but there is some other things going on that we ain't privy to. That's for damn sure. There's a lot of things going on that we're not privy to. Why this gas is almost $7 a gallon for a war in that we ain't gonna do it? That's ridiculous.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Why there's a baby formula shortage? Come on, man. You know, people in power make things happen. It was a reason why they had the fair trade. Was it a fair trade agreement? Was it something like it was a fair trade agreement to keep competition amongst the corporations? There was I think it was a fair trade doctrine or something to that effect, where the corporations could not get together and have a new price fixing and stuff like that. In fact, Levi Strauss, I remember that distinctively. They were accused of
Fair Pricing Act. Fair Pricing Act.
Because Levi's was the same price everywhere. Okay, you couldn't sell a pair of Levi's for less than a certain amount of money, and they got caught up for that, and they got sued. They had to go to court. Blah blah blah. Same thing here. Okay, back in the day, I remember distinctively growing up in Compton, on the corner of Avalon and El Segundo, where the Eve After Dark sits. There used to be four gas stations on each corner, one on each corner, and they would compete for your business. Okay, one would drop the prices, One would give you discounts on cigarettes. Other one would give you full service. The other one would give you extra blue chip stamps, depending on whatever, whatever it is. One of them had F&H green stamps. One had blue chip stamps. You get double your stamps to come over here. And gas back then was shit, 20-some, 30-some cents a gallon. Maybe 29 cents a gallon. But when Reagan came in, Reagan killed all that.